There's a famous investing story that gets repeated in finance circles every few years. The story goes that a major investment company decided to analyze its best performing accounts. They wanted to find the investors who consistently beat everyone else. Maybe they expected to find stock market geniuses. Maybe they expected professional traders. Maybe they expected people glued to financial news all day. Instead, the accounts with the best long-term performance belonged to people who either forgot they had the accounts or weren't even around anymore. Whether the story is completely true doesn't really matter, because the lesson behind it absolutely is. The biggest enemy of most investors isn't a market crash, it's their own behavior. I'm Alex, and welcome back to Alex Makes Sense. Today we're talking about 10 lazy money habits that quietly build serious wealth while requiring almost no ongoing effort. Because contrary to what social media tells you, the people building wealth aren't usually working harder on their money. They're setting up systems and letting time do the work. Let's start with habit number 1. Automate your raises. Most people increase their lifestyle every time they get a raise. Bigger apartment, nicer car, more subscriptions, more spending. What if part of every raise automatically went toward your future instead? Many retirement plans allow automatic contribution increases every year. Maybe it's 1%, maybe it's 2%. The amount is small enough that you barely notice it. But over decades, those tiny increases can create hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional retirement savings. And once it's activated, you never have to think about it again. One click, years of results. Habit number 2, stop using your HSA like a checking account. Most people treat a health savings account as a place to temporarily park money before spending it. But an HSA is one of the most powerful accounts available. The money goes in with tax advantages. It grows tax-free, and qualified withdrawals are tax-free. That's incredibly rare. Instead of spending every dollar immediately, many investors allow their HSA balance to grow and invest it. Over decades, that account can become a massive source of tax-free retirement money. Yet, most people never take advantage of it. Habit number 3, build a portfolio designed to be ignored. This might sound boring. Good. Boring usually wins. Many investors spend years jumping between stocks, chasing trends, and reacting to headlines. Meanwhile, simple, diversified index funds continue doing what they've always done, growing with the economy over long periods of time. The more decisions people make, the more opportunities they create for mistakes. A portfolio that doesn't require constant attention is often more effective than one that demands daily monitoring. Sometimes the smartest move is doing nothing. Habit number 4, put investments in the right accounts. Most people focus on what they're investing in, far fewer focus on where they're investing. Different accounts receive different tax treatment, and over a lifetime, taxes can quietly eat away a huge portion of investment returns. Organizing investments efficiently doesn't require constant management. You make the decision once. Then the tax benefits compound for decades. It's not exciting, but wealth rarely is. Habit number 5, stop letting your cash sit idle. Millions of people keep emergency funds earning almost nothing. Meanwhile, safer alternatives often offer significantly higher yields. The difference between earning almost zero and earning a few percentage points might not sound life-changing. But on tens of thousands of dollars over many years, it adds up quickly. Your emergency fund should be available. That doesn't mean it should be asleep. Habit number 6, take advantage of opportunities most people never hear about. Financial rules change constantly, new retirement options appear, new tax strategies become available, and surprisingly few people ever learn about them. The investors who benefit the most aren't necessarily smarter. They're simply paying attention when opportunities appear. A single strategy discovered early can create a 6-figure difference decades later. Habit number 7, let technology do the boring work. The average investor is terrible at tax management, not because they're lazy, because it's complicated. Today, many investment platforms automate tasks that once required expensive professionals. They harvest losses, improve tax efficiency, and reduce paperwork. The best part? Most of it happens in the background without any effort from you. Technology can't eliminate risk, but it can eliminate a lot of unnecessary work. Habit number 8, learn what benefits your employer already offers. This one surprises people. Some of the most valuable wealth-building tools are already available through workplace retirement plans. The problem is nobody tells employees they exist. People spend years searching for investing secrets while ignoring benefits sitting directly in front of them. A quick conversation with HR could uncover opportunities worth far more than the latest stock tip. Habit number 9, use low-income years strategically. Most people think taxes are fixed. They're not. Your tax situation changes throughout life. Career transitions, sabbaticals, retirement, time away from work, these periods can create opportunities to reposition money more efficiently. A little planning during lower income years can save significant amounts later. Not because you're avoiding taxes, because you're paying them more intelligently. Habit number 10, update your beneficiaries. This might be the least exciting habit on the entire list. It's also one of the most important. Many people spend decades building wealth but never update who receives it. Old information, missing information, outdated accounts. These mistakes create stress, delays, and unnecessary costs for families. Fixing it often takes less than 30 minutes, yet people postpone it for years. Now, let's zoom out. Notice something all 10 habits have in common. None of them require daily effort. None require watching financial news. None require predicting the market. None require becoming a finance expert. They're systems. And systems beat motivation every single time. Most people think wealth comes from making hundreds of perfect decisions. In reality, wealth often comes from making a few good decisions once and letting them run for decades. That's why the investors who succeed aren't always the smartest. They aren't always the highest earners. And they definitely aren't always the busiest. They're usually the people who automate the right things and stay out of their own way. So here's your challenge. Don't try all 10. Pick one. Just one. Spend 20 minutes setting it up this week. Then move on with your life. Because the goal isn't to spend every day thinking about money. The goal is to build a system that works even when you're not. And that's how wealth gets built while you're busy doing everything else. Thanks for watching Alex Makes Sense, and I'll see you in the next one.